And we're live.
Hmm. Hmm. Everyone ought to know what that means.
Yep, do it
Mm-hmm.
to it.
Shenanigans. Yeah.
Shenanigan.
Yep, not gonna wait
Waiting for
forever.
you to actually pop up.
Yeah. So, did you see what we did?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry, Strings, we've got something else going on. Man,
She should
Uh-oh.
know that today is.
There it is. Finally popped up. Blank blank.
I was gonna say she can sit and listen in on us.
Uh-huh.
Well, through
yeah,
Twitch and all, of course.
Strings just heads up. Today's D&D, so I need to get back to the group.
I didn't even mean to send you an invite. I don't know what happened.
It's okay.
Ah.
Alrighty. There we go. Well, I believe we've waited long enough. If he joins, he joins. If not, that's on him. But, as a recap, last week, or actually, for majority of them, the day before, they were trying to find ways to progress their learning. Progress in learning more about themselves and their capabilities. We had one person reading a particular book and growing a bit more disturbed. Another person heading back for some more fighting at a local tavern. Another trying to figure out more about hemomancy, a rather forbidden subject. And making a deal. To take care of some unwanted garbage in return from gaining access to some more knowledge about hemomancy. And then we have Mai enjoying herself and learning more about what it means to be an Alkin, Alfolk in this world. Having fun with Harbeck, making some money. And lastly, a Dragonborn deciding to create some things after, again, making some money. So we join them today. We start with, eeny, meeny, miny, is it?
Hmm.
Is it? You've had a fairly decent night's sleep
Yes.
after taking out that contract.
Yes.
What would you wish to do?
I think I said something going with Thorgus.
Hmm?
I think I said something about going to Thorgus, going with him.
Yes. You
Hmm.
have headed, you were. Oh, no. You decided, you all decided over breakfast. Everybody except for Yorkas decided over breakfast to first speak with Fira
Oh, yeah, that's
before
what it was.
going about your ways.
Mm-hmm.
So, you all get up from the table.
Yeah.
What do y'all do?
Go see
Uh,
Vera.
go see Fira. Because she just left like 2 seconds ago, if I remember right.
More than 2 seconds, but yeah, she
Um,
left
yeah,
shortly after. Yeah.
yeah, a minute or two, yeah.
Yep. So, Servan, Mai, you going with?
Guess so.
Unmute yourself, please.
I guess so.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorvand?
Mm-hmm.
Sorvand, are you in there?
What? I said what?
Are you going as well? Or
I
are you.
said yes earlier. Whenever
Uh,
we were talking about, we all agreed, and I was like, "Yep."
okay. Just verifying. Because I must have missed it. Okay. You'll get up from the table. You head upstairs. Who actually knows where Fira's room is?
I think the only person that would know would be the people that went there last time.
Me.
So is it you're in the lead, you're showing everybody? Or do you just all stand there at the stairwell going,
I
where
show
is
him.
it? Okay. You go down the hall. You lead them directly to room number 13. You knock.
Yes.
Uh, yes, yes. One moment, please. You hear some locks clattering open. You hear the doorknob turn. Door opens, and you see a familiar face.
Hello there.
Why, yes, come inside. Sierra is awaiting you.
Hmm. Come on.
So you
I
walk
go
in.
in.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Follow the use it.
Yep, follow the doggy.
Yes.
The skull puppy.
Hmm.
Go, Pepper, go.
Okay, you enter. Uh, those of you that have not been in here before, and for is it, I didn't quite describe all of it. I told you that there's a nice desk, nice bed. I've described y'all's rooms. This looks a little bit nicer, a little fancier. The desk is one of those roll top desks. The there are there is more than one bed separated by a curtain wall. There are multiple There's more than one bathroom as well. The bedposts look like they're capped with gold. The bedposts themselves look like they're wrought of silver. But out steps from behind one of the curtains Fira, dressed in a fairly nice gown. Yes, I've been waiting for you. Um, we need to discuss a few things, yes?
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, I believe so. Why, by what Savan has said.
Yes, Sorvand. You
Mm.
have news from your mother, yes?
Yes, we've come to run a deal by the leader of this town, try to establish trade, figure out what happened.
Oh,
Also,
oh, yes, well, unfortunately, since this, she looks towards the door, nods to Benthel. Benthel shuts the door, locks it. Uh, Fira mutters some words of incantation, moves her fingers, waggles her fingers, casts a spell. Yes, ever since this empire came under new management, we could say, ever since the new king has taken over, he has put he basically has cut off all business ties to the outside world.
and why
Uh,
is that?
I have not been granted audience with him, so I cannot rightfully say.
Do you know who it is?
Well, I only know what has been told, what I've been able to glean. The ruler of this land is now known as King Dreven, or King Rathmore, along with his wife, Queen Lydia Rathmore. I know not if they are truly in control, and for those of you, for everybody, game chat for spellings. I know not if he is truly in a position of power or if he's merely a figurehead. Again, I have not been granted an audience. You, though, doing a service with this city, for this city, and clearing out that abomination down below, that Hydra, maybe you might have more luck. His most King Rathmore's most trusted advisor, the major domo of his castle, of his kingdom, is Bartholomew Thornheart. Again, game chat. Maybe, maybe you might be granted an audience where I have been unable to. Maybe you can look more into it.
Yes. Well, how do we get in touch with these with this Bartholomew?
Well, to my knowledge, all you would really have to do would be show proof that you have that you are who you are. News travels quickly. I'm sure that the captain of the guard has already notified the major domo.
Yes.
Hmm.
And we're
So,
waiting on him to contact us, I think.
yes, possibly.
I would say give it another day. Let the name go through. Maybe see if they'll outreach to us first. Don't want to make it look like we're looking and such,
Of
more or less.
course.
Well, yes. Yes, that may be the best choice of actions. In the meantime, well, I would wait a day or two, 3 at most. But in the meantime, after what you've dealt with, you all deserve some form of rest and relaxation. Maybe brush up on some knowledge, skills. You will need them in the days to come. There is word, there is rumor of an insurrection starting
Hmm.
in the outlying areas.
Really.
Yes, I've got some people looking into it. I
Hmm.
will know more in the coming days.
Yes. Let me know if you can find out who's starting the insurrection. That might prove useful at some point.
I, but I believe best course would be to not bring it up to the king, or if you are granted audience, or
No, of
even to the
course
major
not.
domo.
Of course not.
The major
How would
domo himself seemed fairly paranoid about that.
Yes,
how would
well,
a bunch of commoners find out there's an insurrection? It would be more of a what's the right word? Uh, hmm, more of a guarantee that we're on somewhat other side. If a
Aye,
commoner are out, then why wouldn't the majority of the city find out, right?
aye. That is most definitely prudent. Well,
so I'm guessing by that assumption that the king is not generally liked.
well, I can tell you his subjects do not appreciate the iron fist that he has brought down, the taxes that he is levying. Only
But
those in the more well-to-do districts have been able to really cover the taxes. A lot of the a lot of the less fortunate have lost their homes, lost their businesses, and quite a few have left the area altogether.
it probably explains why there's a lot more people in the fight clubs.
Aye.
Mhm.
Oh, you've been?
I became champion the other day, but unfortunately lost it to a monk.
Ah, yes.
Lost it to a holy boy.
Hey,
Ouch.
It was a monk. You really want to fight a monk with its bare hands? He doesn't
hey,
show it.
I mean, it could be interesting.
I'd love to watch it.
I'd give it a whirl.
You're gonna go in and fight.
You survived fighting a monk.
As long as there's no rules against touching things, then I'm good.
Well, if anything, I was able to use my massive size, so I don't see why not. Just don't obliterate the man's hands. I think he's
Yes, but making him into an icicle may prove entertaining.
Yes. Very
Yeah,
entertaining.
I don't remember them saying anything really about spells, so it is possible.
Maybe we could look into it.
Yes, but there's more pressing matters right now.
Aye, that there are.
Well, I guess I will meander around and continue on. Eventually, he'll find me.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that will be the case. Well, my dear, you've been rather quiet. Is something bothering you? As she looks to you, Mai.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed up. I bought all those little figures from that store, and I'm running out of little figures.
Little figures? She asks curiously. Whatever do you mean?
I bought these figurines once, and now, let's just say, I only have 4 left.
Oh, curious. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but I could always be on the lookout for figurines for you.
You talking like toys?
Toys?
Know
She
what she's
looks at
talking about?
she looks
Mm,
at you, my toys.
yes.
Oh,
I
oh,
have this special little guy. He is so cute, and he eats the figurines.
Yes, it's adorable.
and as you're speaking of him, you feel your feathers part a bit, and you feel him start jumping out into the middle of the room.
Hmm. There he is.
Yep, Harvick.
Oh my! What is, is that? What I
The baby
think it
mimic.
is? Oh,
I
well,
love him.
well.
She really loves him.
Um. Oh, well. Um. Sorry, I'm not usually at a loss for words, but interesting nonetheless. About this time you hear as Harvick coughs up a small figurine.
Aww.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Those are what he likes to eat.
And she reaches down looks at Harvick. May I? Harvick makes no move, no noise. She reaches down, picks up the figurine, and looks at it closely. Oh, that's what you mean by children's toy. Oh, well. She sets it back down. Harvick hops directly towards it, eats it.
Such a
Oh,
good mimic.
oh
I
my.
love him.
Well, I will certainly be on the lookout for any figures. You are staying here, yes?
Yeah.
We better.
Well, If I locate any, I will let you know. Bring them to your attention.
Thank you.
But in the meantime, I wonder. As she walks over to the desk for a moment, opens a drawer, reaches in, appears to grab something, pull it out. Well, I wonder. She places a little. I need perception checks from all of you. Go ahead and say them out loud, please. Start from the top. Starting with is it?
21.
Okay. My.
9.
Okay.
15.
Sorvon. 15. Thorgus.
18.
18. Okay. My. To you, it appears to be a shiny stone until you look closer at it. And then you discover what the rest of you pick up almost immediately. And it appears to be a polished hematite.
Ooh.
What you do with that?
She sets it down on the ground in front of Harvick.
Hmm.
And Harvick you see an eye protrude from Harvick as it looks at the stone and kind of rotates a bit like a cat or a dog tilting its head. And then it reaches out tiny little tentacles, wraps around the polished hematite. And the hematite disappears into Harvick. And she reaches down and starts scratching the top of it, top of Harvick, and you hear a purring sound, almost as if a small cat is in the room.
Hmm.
Oh, well, this here mimic is something special. Do take care of it. As Harvick backs away from Fira, hops back up, and manages somehow to climb back up into your feathers and nuzzle up against your body again.
The biggest smile comes on my face.
Well, if everybody is ready, I mean, if everything has been covered by this meeting, you may all depart and be on your way. Do whatever you need to do for the next few days.
Sorvon bows slightly. Okay. Turns and goes to head out.
Oh, and Sorvand, if you
Hmm?
hear anything more from your mother, please do let me know.
Ah. Hmm. I will. I will let you know if I hear anything else. But for now, I'm going for a walk.
She nods.
And he's going to leave and just start walking downstairs out the front door and just start heading, basically observing and mindlessly, aimlessly walking through town.
Okay. You're gonna aimlessly walk through town and observe the locals.
Observe people, take note in my head of different shop locations, figure out where the different districts in town are. Just kind of walk around until any kind of a shop or anything might catch my eye.
All
See
right.
what's going on throughout the rest of the town.
All right. Well, I'm gonna need investigation checks from you. I'm gonna need 2.
You need what now?
I'm gonna need 2 investigation checks from you.
In order, the first one is a 23, and the second one's unnatural 20.
Okay. Well, as your, we'll for flavor, we'll say you stand there in front of the Silver Tusk for about an hour. No, taking note of different passersbys, and you notice, like clockwork, every 20 minutes, guards patrol. It's a group of 2 guards, just standard patrol. They stop by the guard office, report in, and leave, and go about their patrol. Do you stay longer after the hour?
Maybe about 30 minutes more, and then I'll continue on.
Okay. Again, like clockwork, another 20 minutes passes, and you can tell it's 3 times an hour, starting top of the hour, every 20 minutes. Or a different set of guards, because you're only able to observe 4 sets of guards. They're different each time. Do you stay longer, or do you go on and...
No, I go on after that point.
Okay. Well, you also see quite a few well-dressed people wandering the streets. Most of them looking like they're moving with purpose, heading to different shops, heading with that natural 20. Quite a few of them with hefty coin purses. Some of them scholars with lighter coin purses. Some of them merchants. Some of them just fops. Along the way, you take note of multiple shops. There's a bookstore. There is, as you get into the further into the merchant district, you notice a clothier, a tailor shop, that is called Fit So Good. You see a cartography shop, one that specializes in world maps, or at least of this continent, maps of this continent, known as the Quiet Compass. You take note of the Humming Tree Apothecary. You have stood outside its doors before.
Yes.
And a particular voice comes to mind. You didn't hear me. But you also take note of a pawnbroker, a pawn shop along the way, known as the Fake Pencil Pawn Shop. As you exit the merchant district, you come into a residential district, fairly decent. It's not upper class, it's more what would be considered upper middle class. The people here look like they're able to at least make a living to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
You see, well, yeah, you do see with that natural 20, you do see a bar known as the Crowbar.
Crowbar is in the weapon or crow is in paw?
Do you look at the sign?
Yes.
You look at the sign. There is a what appears to be a carved crow on the sign, seated atop a crowbar.
Servon chuckles and continues on.
As you start making your way further towards the outskirts of town, you notice that the the construction of the buildings is well, not necessarily the construction, the condition of the buildings is starting to deteriorate the further out you get. You manage to make it around to the seedier part of town, into the slums. You notice a bar, a dive bar that has on the sign an elephant tripping over a stool trying to get away from a mouse. Roll an intelligence check for me, please.
I like those.
For now.
22.
It comes to mind that. Wait, one moment. Thorgus, you've told the group about this before, right?
The Fight Club place?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't say where it was.
You didn't say what the name of it was either?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, never came across.
Okay.
I think the only person that knows is it me and is it.
Yes. Okay. Well, you take note of it. I mean, it doesn't
Mhm.
really mean much to you right now. But you take note of it nonetheless. Looks like a rowdy sort of affair. Not sure it would necessarily interest you. As you travel further out, hmm, how long are you going to be roaming the streets?
Until I basically get a good survey to mind of the city, and then I'll head back.
Okay, because you've been wandering for quite a while now.
Mhm.
You left the meeting with fear of mid-morning. It's getting into the afternoon at this point.
I'll probably look around for another hour then, and then head back.
Okay. High or low?
Let's go low because we're in the slums.
All right. You see not very many people at all in this area.
Hmm.
A lot of the buildings are shuttered. It doesn't look like many people live out here in the slums anymore.
Hmm.
You can assume that's due to the high taxation rates.
Just under his breath, he says, "Someone really ought to clean up out here. Help out people."
Also, you notice that the patrols are getting less frequent in this area.
Hmm.
Maybe instead of 3 times an hour, you as you're wandering about this area for about an hour, you see one patrol.
One patrol the whole hour.
Hmm.
Hmm. Looks like a king who doesn't care for his people.
High or low?
Hi.
All right. You hear from behind you. One moment. You hear behind you a voice from a shady man, or from a man. Well, it's not very wise of you to speak ill of our king, is it?
I turn and face the person.
It's a hooded figure exiting the alleyway. Walks up to you.
If you can't tell, I'm not from here. So,
Well,
just observing, making an observation based on what I've seen. 20-minute patrols in the better part of town. What seems to be one that I've seen the entire hour I've been here.
yes, but speaking such things out loud is not really ever the wisest thing to do.
It depends if the people hearing agree with you or not.
Well, that is something that I will know, and you may never find out. But if you were in a more populated area, and somebody did overhear you, somebody else did overhear you, you might find yourself in the stockades. Just a fair warning.
Yes, no one would like that. They'd be hard pressed to get me in the stockades, for one.
Oh, that they would manage, I'm sure. Either way, Just a friendly warning.
Keep it to mind. May I inquire as to what you're doing? Do you live here?
Oh, live here? Why, yes.
Hmm. And what is it that you do?
Many things. Many things. I am, how would you say, a broker of information.
Hmm. Good. You might be able to help me out then.
Oh, what sort of information are you looking for?
I am looking for a particular set of books. Tomes, if you will. I've found a few of them. I need to know of the location of a few more. And he describes what the shared looks of some of these books look like.
Well, from your description, I can tell you that some reside in the library at the academy. I have it upon good faith that at least one of the books that you are seeking is in the Royal Library,
Yes,
in the
I
palace
have.
itself.
What did you say about the palace?
The book. One
Hmm.
of them resides in the palace library.
And he says quietly to himself, "Now, how may I go about getting it?"
Well, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement of sorts. I have ways to enter the palace.
Hmm.
It'll cost
And
you.
what kind of price would you do to get this seeker of information his tome?
Well, as you see him kind of rub his hands together. Well, a book that's that important must have quite a value to you. How about 1,000 gold?
Hmm. Yes. I'll do this. And he pulls out 100 platinum. The book is important to me. I'm going to give you 1,000 gold, well, 100 platinum. And
Shiny.
if you return the book to me, I may tip you.
Oh,
You may get a little more. So, just to make sure we're on the same page, in case you're just taking the money and running. You can get more if you really do get me the book. Now, where
oh.
would you like me to meet you for the book?
He looks. He looks around. He points back at the alleyway that he exited, and takes the 100 platinum that you're offering. Slowly
Hmm.
backs into the alleyway. Well, right here, of course.
And how long will it take you to procure the book?
I need a perception check, please.
Um, that'd be a 22.
You no longer see the individual, but you
Hmm.
hear him call out from the shadows. Meet me same time tomorrow, as his voice fades away.
A smile. Start walking back towards the silver tusk, and as I'm doing so, just kind of casually pat myself down to make sure everything else is still there.
Oh, you're checking to see if everything's still there.
Mm-hmm.
High or low? I'll leave that up to
Hi.
fate. Oh, you lucky SOB. Everything seems to be exactly where it was. Coin
Good.
pouch
I
does not seem to be any lighter.
may be able to trust this one. He may be of some use. Let's see. So,
This conversation has gone on about 20 minutes.
oh, my conversation with him.
Yes.
Well, on my way back, I am going to just for brevity, I'm gonna stop in at the cartography shop. And I'm gonna ask them for a map of the largest area map that they have, whether it's of the larger portion of the continent or the entire overworld,
As you
if they
walk,
have anything like that.
as you start traversing through the the merchant district again, and like a perception check, please.
Um, that's lower. 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's high enough to see this. You see a fairly large horse-drawn cart being led down an alleyway.
Mm.
Lots of goods in the back of the cart. And you see that it's the fake pencil pawn shop.
Hmm. Am I interested in this?
No, just a bit of flavor. Just a bit of flavor for a
Looks like
particular
they've got some
individual.
goods. Mm-hmm. Looks like they've got some goods in. Might need to come back and go through that later. I'm going to take note of the pawn shop again and again head to the cartography
Yeah.
store.
You get to the cartography store. You enter. Why? Why?
Hello.
Yes. How may I help you?
I'm looking for the largest area showing map that you have, whether it's the continent or the greater part of the world. Doesn't bother me. I just want to know if you have a larger map than the one I've seen.
You want a larger map?
Oh,
Yes.
Well, may I see the current map you possess?
Do I even have it?
I don't know, do you?
no,
I've
you do
seen it,
not.
No,
but I don't know if I have it.
No, you do not.
do not.
Because Thorgus
No, I
has
don't. Thorgus has it. I've seen it, but Thorgus has it.
it. I do not.
Uh,
Shatner, I heard as soon as he was talking like that.
No, it
Shit.
was me. We should change Shatner into Sloth.
But I look at him and I say, no, I don't have the map, but I've seen it. It's basically just this city and the surrounding towns.
Oh, well, let me procure something for you.
As soon as he started doing it, I recognized it.
Ugh.
Credit the old man. He thought it would be amusing.
Oh
How dare
gosh.
he?
Well, come right this way.
And Sorvon follows him, arms crossed, head kind of tilted, intrigued by the way this guy talks.
He turns around abruptly. You
Stops.
see this here? And he points at this map as he unfurls it.
Mm-hmm.
Does this meet your requirements? And it's a full map of the continent.
I believe that will.
It does not include any cities outside of the current kingdom, but it is a fairly detailed map. Otherwise,
If I may, I do want it. I have the tools appropriate to be able to, if I end up leaving. But why are there no cities other than the area we're in?
well, Sulu has not yet marked them.
Go away.
Sorry.
Sulu, really? Oh, come on. Mr. Sulu, I needed a map update.
Oh my gosh.
All
Tell me
right.
something.
I do. How much for the map, though?
Well, in this incomplete state, 20 gold will
I-
suffice.
I hand him the 20 gold. and take the map and put it.
Hey, I'll get you a visual representation and get one for the viewers as well.
Lovely.
There has to be some other
And someone
way.
get Sulu to work on that map.
Mr. Sulu, I need an updated map. Right
Oh,
away.
why are all the cities missing from the other part of the map?
My clients will be fairly disappointed.
This weird man came in and he almost ate my brain.
Oh. Oh.
Hang on. Trying to size it properly. Alright. Upload a file. He needs more money and information. Boom.
Lovely.
Well, I will get him to work on finishing this map.
Thank you.
We do need more information.
Yes.
But this is more than you had before, especially you not having anything. But This is more information than the map Thorgus has.
Right. But I thank him for the map and turn and leave.
I
And
need payment.
I already handed him the money.
You
I
did?
s- yeah, I said I
Yeah.
handed him the money, took the
Okay.
map, and put it up.
He
He was
takes your
laughing
money.
too hard. He
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
Yep. Sorry.
You're fine.
The
Wow.
DM forgot.
Well, Shatner moment, apparently.
Shatner
Yep.
moment.
The Shat hit the fan. Well, have yourself a good day.
See. Note next to cartography shop.
Crazy bastard selling maps.
How did you know what I was writing?
But that's what it currently looks like. You're pretty sure if you bring it back for a minimal fee, the actual cartographer, not the salesman, would probably finish it out for you.
Okay.
But he needs more information, apparently.
But I am going to make one more stop. On the
Where
way back,
are
I'm
you
going to
going?
stop. Well, I already left, but yes. I'm going to go by the bookstore and pick up a blank book with a bunch of pages. Like a tome that I can write in myself.
Alright. One moment. You're going to a bookstore. Yay!
I like ducks.
I like books too.
Just don't eat them.
I'm not a Titan. Not on this.
Yep, he'll wait for you to read them, and then he'll eat your brain.
Yeah. Then I get the information. Ah!
Aha!
What took you 4 days took me 1 minute. Ah!
Okay. Well, as you approach the bookstore, you notice this. Well, closer to the bookstore, you notice what the sign appears to be. The sign is a brook made of books.
Hmm.
And the name on the side is going to be posted in game chat. The Book Brook.
Did I enter?
You enter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You enter and you see a dark skinned lady, human. And no, it's not a her, damn it. But you see a dark skinned lady with horn rimmed glasses behind the counter. There are aisles. This is a fairly large bookstore. Aisles of books on shelves.
Mm-hmm.
But as you look closer, some of the aisles are interconnected and winding through the bookstore, almost as if it were a brook.
Interesting craftsmanship.
Oh, why thank you.
Yes.
May I assist you?
I have 2 questions. One, I don't know if you can help me with. Probably not. The other, I hope you can help me with. Do you have any kind of like magical books or tomes or anything?
No magical books or tomes, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you mean books that were written with magic.
Um,
Not the kind that you're thinking, no.
no. The other question, though, I do have, I hope you can assist me with. I am wanting to have something to write in, and I need it to be a blank tome, preferably with magic paper, or enchanted to where it can resist the elements. I was wondering if you had anything like that.
Well, we do have quite a few books used for spell books. Yes, and well, another note. You were talking about magical books or tomes. We do have some spell books.
Hmm.
If you were interested in adding any to your repertoire.
Well, if you don't mind, how much for a larger, well, have more pages anyway, tome, like I spoke of, and then I would like to look at your spell books.
Oh, well, spell books. Spell books would be far wall. Just follow the brook. It'll lead you there. But empty books. Books ready for writing. You say one with quite a few pages, yes?
Yes, and like I said, magical, typically something a wizard or sorcerer would use for putting a spell in or something, so I know it will resist the elements quite well.
Okay. Hmm. Should I add the first thing that somebody would find? High or low? High or low?
Let's go low.
Oh my. Oh my. Well, it's probably not what you were looking for earlier, but if, I think I may have something. It's quite costly. Not sure you would be able to afford it,
We'll
but
see.
if you'd like to take a look, it's right over here. She leads you off, looks like a stream off of the brook and winds back into over to the side of the bookstore.
Mhm.
Right over here is where we have our blank tomes. And yes, these are all suitable for writing. The other side of the store, suitable for storing spells and such. The other side of the store is has several for. We have a shelf specifically for those that are wishing to write memoirs, etc. But take a look at this one here. As she unlocks this glass case set in the middle of the bookshelf, uh, about eye level. She takes the key out, unlocks it, opens it, pulls out this book, and looks. It doesn't look very large, but
Hmm.
she pulls at two of the corners, and it starts expanding in size.
Oh,
She says, "Hold out your hand, sir."
I held out my hand.
She places it on your hand, and she kind of pushes down on the top of the book, and it expands in thickness as well.
This is wonderful.
That it is.
And how much are you looking for this?
Well, considering there is no end to its pages, and that you can turn to any page simply by thinking about it whenever you're turning the page. I would say this would cost you about 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold. He smiles. This would do nicely. Hmm.
Also, just real quick, perception check as well.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, good to know. But as you're mulling it over, she places her hand on the book and presses down on it. Its thickness shrinks back down to its previous. She takes it from your hand. She pushes in on the corners, and it shrinks back down. Yes, 10,000 gold.
Hmm.
And she puts it back up on its shelf, closes the display, locks it, and pockets the key.
Wonderful. So, the spell books, you said they were on the other side.
That they are not on the other side. Those are the other side, the other stream, if you will, branch, if you must, leading off to the other side of the store has the blank books for journals, etc., memoirs. And she leads you back down to the center brook and points opposite the direction from whence you came. From whence you came originally. Right down there at the end. There are spell books, yes.
Oh, so they're next to where we were. Okay.
No, from whence you came originally. From the
Oh, okay.
opposite from the entrance to the store.
Okay. And where we were was just the empty magic tomes then.
Yes.
Okay. And spell books are on the opposite side?
Again, opposite from the door, the entryway.
Okay. Well, thank you. I think I'm going to have a look around.
Okay. If you find anything that suits you, please do come check at the desk.
I will.
And she heads back up to the front. And takes a seat behind the desk and starts reading a book.
So, did I notice any other books on the way back when we walked?
Yes.
And were they just novels, or were they
There's
also...
in this area, yes, basically novels, old tales, etc.
I'm just gonna walk around and browse. Um, did I get a good look at that key when she pulled it out?
No.
Hmm.
perception check was for something else, by the way.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm going to head over to the spells and see if there's any spell books that interest me.
Okay. On your way, you notice some children's book, a small children's section down another stream offshoot.
Hmm.
Along with it appears to be some children's toys.
Hmm.
There's a small table at the end. It looks like it widens out into what looks like could be a small pond. Like if you were to visualize it as a brook with streams coming off of it. Yeah, and there's like in that pond, there's like a small children's table. There's some toys scattered on the floor. Small chair at the table. 3 small chairs at the table.
Interesting. But continuing. Spell books.
Okay, as you get further in, you see leading up to the area that was spoken of with the spell books, you see basically encyclopedias, etc.
Hmm. Neat. Local knowledge, basically.
Some of it is, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm gonna continue and just, like I said before, browse the spell books. See if there's anything interesting that I might have a use for.
You see some, yes. They don't seem like you would be able to learn them in the way that they're meant. These are more for wizards, etc.
Mm. Okay. Well, just as a last ditch, I'm going to head back to the front. Excuse me, ma'am.
Well, yes.
Is there any way that I can talk you down on that price of the tome that you showed me earlier?
That tome? No, I'm afraid not. But there are several others in that section that might suit your needs, at least for now.
Yes, could you show me some others?
Why? You can take a look at the others yourself.
Alright. Thank you. I'm just gonna head back and find one that decent amount of pages that I could just write in.
You find at least 3 that would suit your needs.
Is there one in like a darker color set?
You find a black leather bound, a tan leather bound, and you find a dark, almost almost lacquered wood colored bound book. They're all leather bound.
Okay. He'll
Fairly
pick
well
up the
stitched.
he'll pick up the black one. And how big of a book is this?
There are it's pretty heavy. There's about 1,000 pages. All very well. It looks like it's meant for somebody to actually write in, write spells in it and keep.
Right.
Like it's made for a wizard for their spell books.
Right.
So it would suit you.
I'm gonna carry that one back up to the front desk and set it down. How much for this one?
That about 100 gold.
Sorvon takes out 10 platinum and sets it on the counter. I can do that. Very easily.
Would you by chance be needing any ink
Hmm.
of magical quality?
Yes, I suppose I should.
Well, we do not sell it here, but I do know of an apothecary that does sell it.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
oh, have you met him?
I have met him. He has an interesting way with words.
That's putting it lightly. Yes, I think there's something very strange with that family, but
Yes,
who am I to judge?
I've never heard an elf speak in that manner. It's very strange. But thank you for the tome. I guess I'll go have to pay him a visit.
Well, thank you for your money. And she takes the 10 platinum.
And he picks up the tome and puts it away. And begrudgingly, after sighing a couple of times as he walks out the door and puts his hand to his head, is going to head to the apothecary.
You do hear her somewhat chuckle as you head that way.
Things that I do to get things done.
I need another intelligence check if you don't mind.
I like those.
He whips out as they pass by.
It's 22.
Okay. You do think that if you were able to get a word out to your mother that she might send more funds, especially if you were able to contact the royalty or at least the majordomo and set things in motion for trade relations.
Yes. Well, that's the goal. But right now, dealing with... It's okay, I just need ink.
Well, you make your way there. It's getting later in the afternoon, almost evening. Oh, high or low?
Hello.
You going low again?
Mm-hmm.
Low, low, low.
Okay. Well, Mr. Lowman, you see a fairly strange sight. You see this guard exiting the pawn shop as you're passing by, and this old lady grabbing him by the arm and leading him away and saying, "No, no, no, I insist. You take me. You walk me home."
Wait, like old lady strong-arming him?
Like grabbing onto his arm and holding on, like
Like an
No.
old married couple.
Yeah.
Just kind of. Let's see, actually. High or low dysentery?
That's my question. No, we're gonna go low.
Okay. I just wanted someone else to make that choice for me. He is going to, amused by this, wanting to see what the heck is going on in these two people's heads. He's going to
Ooh.
approach slightly, and he's going to silently cast
Detect thoughts.
Detect Thoughts on these two individuals.
Oh, hang on. Need to find out something.
Bah, bah, bah.
Oh my. Hmm.
Yep. Just waiting on a response. And yes. No.
God.
No, I don't. Unless it's just something natural, I don't think it would have anything about that. So, hmm. Just waiting for him to verify. I believe it's surface thoughts only, yes?
So it begins that way. So
Yeah.
the spell is Surface Thoughts, and then if I choose to, I could start delving into more of their psyche with it.
But there's no save until you get to that point, right?
Double checking.
And the person is unaware that you're doing it until you start trying to delve deeper. I believe.
As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you
Not
probe
reading
deeper,
it
the
all the
target.
way.
I know. Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, if you probe deeper.
If I go deeper. Otherwise, it's just surface thoughts.
Okay, so surface thoughts of the guard are no, no, I want to go back home. I want to take care of business and go back home. What is this crazy woman thinking? What?
Vaughn just chuckles.
And the
Shifts attention over
old
to the old lady.
lady. Uh, well, if you wouldn't mind giving words to it yourself, what you're thinking, old lady.
Just gotta get him away somewhere private.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just kind of stops walking.
All right,
That's.
so
And I can tell it's not the lady voice.
it would be a lady voice in the head, at least. Well, 50
Ah,
chance, high or low.
Hi.
Okay, so no, it does not sound like the lady's voice.
Sorvon just stops walking.
Perception check for the old lady, please. I mean, I know what your passive is, so
One moment.
I mean, passively, you would notice.
I think I'll just say passive just because. Freaking reasons. Damn it. They're not. Why is that?
Oh my gosh. We have been discovered.
Somebody really wants you.
Someone wants him. Let's see.
One moment while I go deal with this. It'd be a second.
Oh my.
So,
Oh no.
what we're
Character.
hmm?
I know. I know.
Yeah, out of character, you know.
I know our character.
In
That's why
character,
I
you
left
do
it
not.
to fate because
In
I
character, I
knew.
have no idea.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I'm glad you left it to fate for that. I appreciate that.
Mhm. Yep.
But as far as while we're waiting on that, we can get back to that real quickly though. My,
my.
what are you doing during all of this?
Besides, of course, still geeking about my beautiful little Harbeck.
Yes,
I want to, well, like, please remind me again. Is it can be nighttime, or is it because we can't see because of that stupid cloud cover? Ah,
cloud cover.
yep. Like, would it feel like nighttime or would it feel like evening?
I'm back.
At this point, it would feel more like morning, late
Okay.
morning, but morning.
Did I get any sleep at all?
Yes, you did sleep the night before.
Okay. Then I'm gonna stroll around town.
You're gonna stroll around town. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you need investigate or perception checks. Yes.
From me and or from
From you, my yes.
perception. 9 again.
Okay. Yeah, you just
You just
wander about aimlessly. We're gonna say lost in your thoughts. You wander aimlessly for about 7 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Dang.
you're just thinking of Harbeck and trying to figure out what you could do to make it happier.
I was about to say that exact thing. Good mind reading.
Okay, so now we know what you're doing during that. Yeah, okay, so that's a little bit different than what's going on with the read thoughts. I don't think that it would disguise what voice you're thinking in.
No, naturally it wouldn't.
Well, to Mister Old Lady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
Well, he didn't know his thoughts were being, or else he might try to be able to.
Exactly.
But I mean that's my understanding of it. Because I hear
Extent.
the thoughts as
Oh,
he's thinking him.
okay. Hang on. Hang on. Reading a little bit more. No, it does sound like the woman. Okay,
Okay.
it does sound like the old woman. because the extent of the illusion is up to the old lady.
Fair game.
So, I'm gonna need, if you're going to take a look even closer to try to discern anything, I'm gonna need an investigation check.
Oh, back to me now?
Yeah, we're with you guys.
Yes.
You and the old lady. We found out what Mai's doing for a while.
Oh, okay. But yeah, if it sounded like the old lady literally thinking to himself, "This is a demented thinking lady. What the heck is she doing?" And then yes, probing deeper into her mind.
Oh, probing deeper into her mind, I'm gonna need a
Wisdom save.
wisdom save against message me the DC, please.
Yep, will do.
Alright. Yeah, you can't delve any deeper.
Hmm. I'm just gonna turn then and start walking away. And telepathically to whatever this old lady is, say, "Well, a demented old lady. Have fun with whatever you're doing."
And yes, you know, and you hear that in your mind now. And then, do you drop the read thoughts?
Well, if he passed the check, it automatically drops.
Okay. Alright, give me one moment. If you don't mind, I gotta take this call. Please entertain.
It's like great little story. Once upon a time, we got deviled eggs. Pickled deviled eggs.
Huh.
I didn't really care. But today,
Uh-huh.
Munchkin wants pickled deviled eggs.
Pickled devil eggs. Yes. Pickled devil
Deviled eggs.
eggs, yes.
It's been craving a lot of things.
Well, I watched something funny yesterday.
Mm.
It was a Monster Factory. Found them on
Ooh.
YouTube. They were playing Fallout 4. And the entire time, it reminded me of Ivan and Sasha. They was literally going around going, fix the baby with hammer. Give super glue to baby, make baby grow. I'm like, oh my gosh, why does this remind me of Ivan?
Because Sasha.
Sasha! Then I was like, wait, I should make a character like that. That'd be hilarious.
Mhm.
With an intelligence of 4.
Well, Ivan's intelligence isn't 4, but
I would make a dumb one. But I figured Ivan wasn't stupid. He seems pretty smart. He just likes to drink.
I mean, he's Russian. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm not even like,
I know you're not joking.
I'm not
He's
even
literally-
joking.
He's literally Russian.
Asking the chat ever, if you ever end up doing it, don't meta to get it that way, but at some point someone needs to ask Jim about how the heck he ran into Ivan. Or get Ivan
That's-
drunk and ask him.
Hmm. That's a good question. I'll have to get him drunk though.
Mhm.
But for now, we'll never know.
Yeah. The only thing Ivan has is memory issues, but he imposed them on himself. So.
I do like him though.
Mm-hmm.
Cracks me up. I was dying laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. And his primary weapons are a shovel and a knife. The knife is more akin to a short sword to anyone else, but yeah.
Big, beautiful knife.
Yeah, no, his shovel is what he uses most of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a custom weapon. It's a shovel with a serrated edge on one end of the blade, and the other side of the spade
Oh,
has
yeah.
a sharp side. And
Tactical
it's treated
shovel.
as a great axe.
Tactical shovel. Yep.
Tactical shovel. Yep. But it's treated
Right
as
up.
a great axe for the purposes because it's large anyway.
Oh, okay. That's
And
hilarious.
it's
I love it.
large.
It's a heavy two-handed weapon. Which is fine because he's a berserker.
Oh.
Yep. Like I said, his race is custom, but he's actually a 5e thing. He's a juggernaut.
Okay. It makes sense. I go through wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Jim is a little bit different of a beast.
Oh, yes. And he's very different.
Yeah. I'm still working on getting everything filled out. For...
Okay.
Yep.
Hello.
Sorry, had to take that call. Really important.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
And I'll let y'all know later after the session. But
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
all right. So after the probe was left, you psychically said that to him, and you went about your business.
Yep. Because crazy old lady.
Okay.
Crazy old lady.
Okay, and you're heading to the
Apothecary, regrettably.
why? You're heading to the Humming Tree Apothecary Shop.
Yep. Servand thinks that they're weird, but he's going to deal with them.
Well, now.
Okay. Well, you arrive, and I take it you sigh before you enter.
Walk in, yes.
You sigh, shrug, walk in, kind of looking a little dejected at the sheer fact that you have to deal with these strange woodland creatures. Which, by the way, just for flavor, this building is in the shape. It looks like the walls were a tree. Looks like the walls were carved to look like bark. Small knots from what looks like, branches cut off. The doorway looks like a natural opening into a trunk. Just for some flavor here.
So it looks like they live in a tree.
Yes.
Could you blame them?
Keebler elves.
Okay.
Giggity. Why, how can I help you, sir?
Yes. I was told I could get magical ink from you.
Why, yes. That is one of our specialties.
Yes.
Sorkaz, I need you to whip up some magical ink. Oh, that's right. He's busy right now. If you give me just one moment, I'll get that taken care of.
I would appreciate it.
He turns over to his workstation and starts starts mixing some ingredients. You see him cast a spell. And you hear him cast the spell as well. Now, is there any particular color that you want this ink to be?
Either black or a really dark shade of red. Either one would work.
Oh my, you're one of those, huh? Dark red. Well, I think I can handle that. He proceeds to mix a few more ingredients, and the pigment, the ink, or the liquid in the container starts turning red. First, light pink, moving through the shades into crimson, and then a dark red, a little darker than blood, about oxblood color. Now, will this suffice, or would you like it a little bit darker?
That would be perfect.
Alrighty. Well then, let me put the finishing touches on this, and he starts muttering more, you know, muttering more spellcasting incantations. All right, and one drop, and you see him pull a little stopper bottle out and drip one little drop of fluid in it, and you see the liquid sparkle a little bit, and then it just returns to its state of being a really dark red liquid inside of this container. He puts a stopper in it. All right. Well, I do say that turned out good. Yeah, yes, sir. He puts it on the counter. Well, I do believe that's going to cost you. He starts. You see his eyes just start going off to the side a little bit as he's trying to figure it out. Um, almost there. Almost there. That right there will cost you 20 gold, sir.
He puts the 20 gold on the counter.
He puts the ink bottle down. It's a 1 ounce bottle. Now, do you happen to have a quill or pen that you can use, sir?
I would like one if you have one.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily sell that sort of thing here, usually, but I do happen to have a spare quill. 5 copper, and it'll be yours.
He places the 5 copper on the counter.
He takes your coin, hands you the pen. Well, sir, I do enjoy doing business with you. If you're ever in need of more ink, do not hesitate. Stop by.
I
Uh,
will.
he,
Don't worry.
sits back down behind the counter, reaches up, pulls down his banjo, and starts playing a little ditty.
Coo,
Orban starts walking out,
Coo, run, Savant. Coo.
grabs all of the stuff, walks out. And as he shuts the door, silent cast Stigitate to make another banjo start playing on the inside as a kind of duet with him.
As you start pulling the door closed, now you don't have to close the door, sir. This place is open for business, at least until nightfall.
Oh, I'm sorry. He just leaves the door open, still does the spell thing, and just walks off like he doesn't know what's going on.
Let's see if he figures it out. He does. Oh, that's a mighty fine trick there, he says as you're leaving. As you just get out of earshot, you hear him say, "Well, that's a mighty fine," and then his voice trails off as you're leaving. Do you head back to the inn?
Yes, I am done with this. I'm heading back to the inn.
Okay, you're.
Quicker pep in my step now.
Okay, you get back to the inn uneventfully. You do see several patrols as it takes you about a half hour. You do see 2 patrols.
Right. Interesting. I'm going to. Let's see. Yes, I'm gonna walk up to one of the groups of guards.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, citizen.
I walked around town today. I'm new here. I have to apologize for that. Why is it that you have more patrols here than out in the slum area?
Well, there's not much use patrolling an area that hardly has anybody living there.
I did notice that. Something strange did happen today, though. I saw someone. It looked like a guard being drugged by a lady, and he really didn't want to go with her, and they were heading deeper out into the slums. I don't know what that was all about.
Oh?
So I just figured I would tell you.
Well, citizen, thank you for reporting this strange happening. And did you happen to notice what the guard looked like?
Did I?
Looked like a guard.
It looked like a guard. He was he was coming out of a pawn shop earlier in the day.
A guard at a pawn shop.
Yes, I have no idea what was going on over there.
And he's starting to eye
Curious.
you suspiciously. We're paid well enough to not need to go to pawn shops.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. I thought that this was awfully suspicious, a weird happening. Figured one of you might want to know.
Well, he may have been trying to buy something for somebody. Who knows? But being drug off by what were the circumstances? I
I
mean,
I honestly have no idea. He left, he walked over. It looked like this old lady just came over and threw her arm around him and just started leading him away. I have no idea what that was all about. All I know is he looked very uncomfortable and didn't really feel like going with her, from what I could gather.
well, if some strange woman wanted you to go somewhere with them, would Do you want to?
No, but surely I'd be able to get away and go the other way.
Oh, true. Well, we will definitely send a patrol out, or send the next patrol that goes out there. We'll make sure that they look for them.
Yes, please. Again, just weird today. A lot of weirdness since I've been here. Just first the weird elf people that run the apothecary, and now this happening. It's just I need to wrap my head around it.
Well, thank you, citizen, for your report. We will definitely look into this. Carry on about your day.
And he's going to go to the Silver Tusk.
Okay, you do a 180 from the guard station, and about this time you see a cloaked individual finishing collecting the bones that are next to the left-hand tusk. Look at you momentarily. You see red eyes, almost red glowing eyes, I believe. Look at you momentarily. And then wings sprout from his back as he flies up.
As he starts flying up, and telepathically, someone would be very disappointed if you took those.
Do you ignore it?
We will never know.
Can I respond back to it, or just?
It's just telepathic communication. I don't know if you can or not.
If you're not telepathic, then no, I don't think you would be able to.
He should be able
You,
to respond to it because he's getting his mind read, but he wouldn't be
He's-
able to broadcast it like to other people.
I don't know. It depends on the dollar thing.
it's just telepathy. He would be able to. Well, no, he can send it out.
I don't think I could respond.
No, not
You would,
unless you're telepathic.
nah, you would just hear chuckles.
So you just hear chuckles coming from this person flying up and away.
Why does this place have to be so weird? Well, looks down. Never mind, I fit in quite well, don't I? He's gonna just, again, just start walking up to the door, look over, look up, look back down. So that's what was happening. Either someone's playing a joke on him, interesting place this is. He's gonna open the door, walk in, and head up to his room.
And as you walk in, the innkeeper, the proprietor from behind the host desk, looks at, oh, good evening.
Good evening.
And he nods as you walk by.
Um, did I pay for my room tonight? I don't recall.
He checks his ledger, says, yes, you paid for it yesterday.
Oh, good.
Otherwise, I
Just
would have required your key before you left earlier.
okay. Well, seems we're going to be here for a while. Is tonight the last night I've paid for?
That it is.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put me down for 3 more days.
All right, that would be 300 gold.
And he slides 30 platinum onto the counter.
He writes down 30 more, you see him check mark 3 more days in the calendar. next to your name.
I
Takes the
appreciate
300
it.
gold. And I appreciate your business.
And he's gonna turn and head to his room.
All right. You head up to your room. You go in. You shut the door.
Lock the door.
All right. And then we'll get back to you after we finish with the others.
Yep.
Merp,
No.
merp, merp.
I'm
I know, you're doing your notes real quick.
He's processing the situation. The situation.
Wills and Distance said, "Go round and round, round and round,
yes,
round
yes,
and
yes.
round."
High or low to the one that's okay.
I would just like to say, out of character, I love how this is turning into we're basically playing 2 games of D&D at the same time, like overlapping. Mm.
Yes.
I'm intrigued and confused at the same time.
All right, high or low?
From
Oh
who?
no.
From the unknown.
In the unknowns, yes.
He's silently rowing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm just rolling. That's me if you're hearing. That's me just grabbing up my d20 and rolling randomly.
Mhm.
I mean, I can make it sound like a maraca.
I'm eating chili pistachios.
Hmm.
They're really good.
Yeah, we had ham, stuffing, and corn with beans.
Mm. You know what? If we're done with me for right now, I'm gonna go get some ham.
All right.
Ham, ham, ham,
Could you make me some potatoes?
Ham.
Well, can I just have a bowl piece then? Mm-hmm. Unless you want to make sure not to get that gray nasty ham.
Ugh. Nasty
Yeah,
ham.
he.
No.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-mm. It was nasty. He had asparagus. He didn't want to cook it.
Well.
He lazy.
Mm. Asparagus, delicious.
Asparagus is delicious.
Yeah, asparagus is delicious. Yes.
Oh, what are we waiting on here?
I'm finishing a little bit of RP and Murder Notes.
Murder notes.
Yep. All right. DC is that. Okay. And if it meets the DC, you can see right through the illusion. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hmm. Yes, because I believe that Izzet and I have a date with a armor smith, as we were looking for.
Yeah, maybe. If
Uh,
Tin doesn't change his mind
mm.
or go look for someone else after.
I was gonna say, out of character, I don't think your guy needs armor, does he?
No, not really. Maybe he wants a weapon or something. Who knows?
Well, then you would go to a blacksmith. Armor smith's different.
Oh, okay. Or maybe I'll go somewhere else. Maybe just
Yeah.
wander to town
That
and see if
or
I can find something interesting.
the blacksmith is in a similar area.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, we could travel together and then split.
Yeah.
Because Thorgus only knows of the one.
Okay. Well, you head out from the inn. You're looking for the blacksmith shop.
Yes.
Yeah, he's looking for a blacksmith, and I'm looking for an armor smith.
All right. Shut up, cat.
What?
He said, "Stop, cat." The cat's
Ow.
meowing. Meow, meow.
Oh, I didn't hear the cat.
We can. His mic probably doesn't pick it up that easy.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. And just down the hall. You find by hammer in hand the shop that you're looking for. By hammer in hand, it handles both.
Hmm. Handles
Uh, it handles both armor and weaponry.
No, I guess that works out for both of us then.
Mm.
Well, is it? You wanted to come here first, didn't you?
Yes.
You want to do your thing first, and then I'll do mine. I'll just follow you in.
Yeah.
All right.
I put my hood up though.
You walk in and are greeted by a human. How can I help you?
Yes. How can you help me?
Well, I don't know. We sell armor, we sell blades, we sell hammers, axes, staves.
What kind of weapons you got?
He gestures his hand towards racks of weaponry along one side, barrels of weaponry in the middle. Take a look.
He good looks.
Okay, you see all manner of weaponry, all very well crafted.
I'm looking for a finesse weapon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking for something that I can use with my decks.
You see plenty. And you take a look at the weapons. Hang on. Do 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 do.
Do.
Where'd it go? Looking for it. Damn it. Wolf, I know you've got that list.
Which one do you want?
The Thorgus, the expanded weapons list.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
One moment.
I love to
You
have
want me
that.
just put it in the one thing for us murder notes, or just put it somewhere else?
I think I found it.
I was gonna say it should be in the other server if anything.
Multiple pages. There you go.
Hmm.
I'm back.
Hi,
Hi,
back.
back.
Oh god.
Sorry, hiccup. There it is, too, in just in case.
Did you actually read down at the text below the weapon costs and all that?
Some of them, yes, not everything.
I'm talking to is it for this?
Wow.
Sorry. Did you read what it says?
Oh, okay. Talking about the cost, or what it
No.
says in the title?
Look, I just sent it to you in murder notes. Yeah, I've got that. I was just hoping you'd.
Just
Yeah,
making sure.
yeah. I sent it to you in murder notes. It flat out says it in the description.
Oh, okay. So it's only finesse if it's just one head.
Yep.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you see a fairly well crafted katana.
I want this.
Oh, wow. Yes, that is a work of art, is it not?
It's beautiful.
Well, sir, I can part with that for 30 gold.
Seriously? Okay.
Yes,
Um,
seriously.
Crap. How much is platinum for 10 gold?
1 plat.
1 plat?
1 plat is 10 gold, yep. Just think
Okay.
of it this way: if you ever want to know how much 1 plat is, times it by 10. That's how many gold.
He gets some 3 plat.
He takes it. Why, thank you.
Yes.
And he passes over the sword in the scabbard.
He gets it and looks at it. Oh, this
Alright.
is very pretty.
Why,
Very
thank you.
high. Did you make it?
Oh, no, my brother did.
Oh. I love these weapons.
Well, I hope it sees good use.
Yes. And he walks out and just looks at Thorg and says, "Have fun."
Alright.
I look in this area. The gentleman here, is he human?
He is human.
He is human. Okay. I'll ask him. Do you have any fine? You wouldn't happen to have any finely crafted dwarven tower shields, would you?
Oh. Oh. Unfortunately, we do not. Wait. Why? I think I may have something in the back, yes?
Hmm.
Let me take a look. And he hollers out. He just says something he yells out something unintelligible. And a young half-orc boy comes out and stands behind the counter. He can barely see over the top of the counter.
Hey, it might be short, but I ain't that short.
Not you, the young half-orc.
Ow.
As the human man, the owner, you assume, walks off into the back. You hear some clanging, some clattering, and you hear him yelling out, "Where is this? Where is it? Where is it?"
All right, here.
Wrong is it?
Oh.
Takes about 5 minutes. You hear him shifting all sorts of of items out of the way. Yes, here it is. And he walks back out with the tower shield. Well, it comes up. It's a tower shield for you.
Hmm. It's a dwarven make, yeah.
Yep. Ah, why here? Right here, sir. Does this meet your standards?
Hmm. I gesture to pick it up.
You pick it up.
Put it on. Does it have a? Is it a handhold, or is it got a strap where I can hook it onto my arm too?
It has the whole. It is a full-on tower shield.
Okay. And just put it on. Put my handle through the hold. Pull the strap down. Make sure it's tight. Move it around. Flex. Give it a little
It's.
tap. Put my hand. See how it sounds.
I mean, to your discerning eye, it's nothing like Durgar crafted weapon, crafted shield.
Hmm. I think it'll do. How much do you want for it?
Sir, that'll be 500 gold.
All right. Let's see. I don't know if this may cover it, but you give me an idea of it, and I pull out the 10 pounds of unrefined gold. You could use it for edging in someone's fancy plated armor.
All right,
Does that
give
does
me
that sound like a good deal?
give me just a second. Actually, have value here. You said 10 pounds of gold.
10 pounds of unrefined gold.
Actually, yes, yes, and this is pure. Oh, this is almost pure gold. There's very little. How you say impurities in it.
Hmm. Would I also ask as well, if you could, he presents his warhammer, could you put some edging on the end of the head, so it would hurt a little more, or put even another plate on the edging of the heads to improve crushing efficiency?
He looks it over. Well, sir, I might be able to add some spikes, but I don't think it would be. I could have my brother add some spikes, or maybe some edging, but I don't think it would be up to your standards. This is a very finely crafted hammer.
No, I figured I ask. Wasn't sure if you could or not, but I figured if you could, maybe some extra spikes would help. Venturing and all, it's good to have your weapon sharp, so that way you can come back alive.
Okay. Well, about this time Izzet comes back in after leaving.
Hmm.
But he looks at you and says, well, I mean, I can always see if my brother can do it. It'll take a day.
It's fine.
Well, I tell you what.
Hmm.
You bring me, he hands you back the 10-pound nugget of gold. You bring that back when you come to get your weapon. And we'll
All right.
talk about payment then.
Very well.
But you
Just,
may go ahead and take the shield as I am taking your hammer.
sounds good to me.
But yes, is it you walk back in?
Got to ask. How much you take for this glaive and dagger?
Oh. Oh, let me take a look, if you don't mind. He looks it over. Well, dagger is, interesting.
Really?
Well, I mean, look at the filigree. You sure you want to sell this?
Hmm. No. Just the glaive.
Okay, just the glaive. No, I can give you 20 gold for that.
Deal. Just
He,
want it gone.
he takes the glaive off of your hands and passes 20 gold over or the bar, over the counter.
Takes the gold.
And you see the half-orc child there next to him, looking over the counter, watching the gold change hands. And the owner hands the glaive to the half-orc. Take this in the back. Have my brother work on this, and while you're at it, take this back there too. And he places the hammer on. See if he can put some spikes on it. Go on, go on. Well, the two of you have a wonderful day, and I will see you, Sir Durgar, tomorrow.
Hmm.
Before I go, question.
Yes?
What's the child?
It's my nephew. Why do you ask?
Oh, just wondering. A cute kid.
That's the first time I've heard anybody call him that other than his mother and father. But,
Well,
okay.
have a nice day.
You're certainly a strange one.
Have you seen him?
Uh,
Need you?
He takes the hood off.
oh my! Oh, what kind of manner of beast are you? No, no, no. Put the hood back on, please.
Back on.
I
Have
do
a
have
nice day.
you do the same, strange person. And you, Sir Durgar.
You as well. I Walk back out. Is it? Do
Yeah.
you know of any other places of interest here?
Not really. But I can look around.
I'm kind of curious where Mai got that fancy outfit of hers.
You could ask her.
I could, but I don't know where she went. She's probably wandering the city or doing something with Harvick.
High or low?
Hi.
You said high?
Yes. I said hi.
Okay. I'm gonna need perception checks from 3 individuals. Is it Mai and Thorgus?
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Ditto on the 17. Or 16.
Okay. Well, you see, as you exit the building, you see this finely feathered person walking around, looking around aimlessly. Well, you do not see them.
As it screams out, "Bye!"
You don't hear it either. You're too lost in your thoughts.
As
What
it walks up to her and pokes her on the shoulder. Bye.
you see and hear, or you hear and feel this.
I look over. What?
Where'd you get your fancy dress at? Or suit, whatever it is.
Taylor.
Where?
Nah.
Thorgus wants to know.
Well, why didn't Thorgus ask me?
Because he ran ahead of me as I'm walking
Yes.
up.
And the name is in murder notes, right? Meow.
I love mirror notes.
Murder notes. Murder notes. Na, 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 na.
Well, if you want to find Fitsu good, I'll happily give you directions, I guess.
Well,
Yes,
Thorgus wants to know.
please. Yeah, I wish to know, if you could.
I proceed to tell them the directions as best as possible without getting distracted.
Oh, you're already distracted, but you
Even more
rattle
distracted.
off. Yeah, you rattle off where you think it might be.
Mm-hmm.
Percentile check for me. Well, just tell me high or low.
Low.
Okay. She tells you how to get there. At least you think she does. She gives pretty good directions.
And I will follow her directions.
All right.
Well, you go have fun, Thorgus.
Yeah. You want to go back to that bar later?
Yes.
Alright. Mai, do you wish to join in? It was pretty funny last time.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. We'll do it again.
Why not?
Wait. What time you're going?
I don't know, a little later. Probably
Mm,
nothing crazy.
I gotta meet somebody later.
Oh, Izzet's got a girlfriend.
Nah.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
I'm just gonna go to a drink. I ain't doing anything else. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, if it's not too late, if you're still there, I'll probably try to find you.
Alright.
all right. Well, do you all go your separate ways, or do you stick with Thorgus?
I'm gonna stick with Thorgus.
Okay.
Because I don't know where that shop is. I don't know where that place they're talking about is.
I'm gonna look for a guard and ask for directions.
You're gonna look for a guard and ask for directions.
Yes.
Alright, about 10 minutes goes by, and you see a patrol approaching. About 5 minutes before this, Thorgus, with your
Mhm.
passive, you do notice that patrol is passing by.
Just thinks to himself, there's a lot of patrols in this area.
Excuse me.
Yes. May I help
Do you know?
you?
Yes. Do you know where a pawn shop or a thrift store is?
Well, yes, there are quite a few places. Most notably, you can find the fake pencil pawn shop, and he
Hmm.
gives you directions there on how to get there.
Thank you.
Well,
Have a
no
good
problem.
day.
Yes, you do the same. Out of character, due to the time of day. Y'all don't know it, but this is somebody that, yeah, this is somebody special.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the thrift store.
Okay. You're gonna go to the pawn shop.
Yes.
Alright.
Go.
You
To the
do
pawn
so.
shop.
Time of day was okay. Um, you go in. Why, yes. How may I help you? This
Yes.
fairly Weasley looking man greets you as you enter.
Yes. I'm looking for a special bag.
Special bag?
Yes.
How
Well, I
so?
can hold more stuff in. I figured this would probably be the best place to find one.
Well, I'm afraid we don't sell any. Well, I mean, we have this. He pulls out a fairly large bag.
Mm,
We have this. I
mm,
mean, it looks like a pretty good sized duffel bag.
mm,
Nothing special. It's bigger.
mm. How much?
Oh, 5 gold would do.
Gives him 5 gold.
Oh, I thank you. Can I help you with anything else?
Hmm. Got anything special?
Everything's special to somebody.
Hmm. He looks around and see if anybody's looking.
There's nobody else in the store right now. There are people wandering by outside.
Special for me. And he takes the hood off.
Oh, well, no, I don't think anything here would suit your fancy. I
Hmm.
mean, no, I don't think we would have anything for you other than that bag that you just purchased. But I do ask you to put your hood back up, please, sir. We prefer not to draw any attention,
He puts
unwanted
it back up.
attention.
I understand. I just need something to hold, something special for me. You have a good day.
You as well. Out of character. Remember, there's not many magical items in this world at all,
No,
unless
he's
it's
just looking for
created.
something to hold. He's just looking for something to hold his potions in. Should I say his blood?
Well, I mean, You did see a belt with pouches along around it while you were in there.
A belt with pouches?
Yeah.
Hmm. It looks like the belt. He stops, looks at the belt.
Yes.
Hmm.
Does something pique your interest?
This belt.
No.
I'll take it. How much?
2 gold.
Throws him the 2 gold.
He catches it deftly. Well, is that all?
Yes.
Well then, you
Oops.
have a good day.
You do the same. And he walks out. And he's going to go back to the Silver Tusk Inn. And probably just go to his room. Well, probably go to the front desk and see if he put an extra day.
As you enter, good afternoon, sir. How has your
Good
day
afternoon.
been?
Wonderful.
Well, I see
I
you're
just
paid up through the night.
Yes, I also need to pay for 3 nights again. If I can. I don't know if I can.
Well, that'll be 300 gold, sir.
30 platinum.
That'll suffice, yes.
Okay. He gives him 30 platinum.
You see him marking marking in the book. All right. Well, you are paid up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Oh
your
no.
day.
Mm. He's gonna go up to his room and just kind of relax and wait till it's time. And probably try
Okay.
out the belt.
Belt is a little loose, but you think you could possibly use that dagger that you have to cut in another notch and tighten it a little bit more?
Yeah, he does that.
All right, and your vials do fit.
This is better than the bag. I'll keep the bag. He just goes up there and just kind of waits. When he feels it's the time, he'll go downstairs.
Okay, and then we get back to Thorgus and Mai
Hmm.
as you head towards Fit So Good.
When we get to Fit So Good, I ask my so this is the place that you got your fancy outfit?
Yes, I told the person what I wanted, and they're like, okay.
Hmm. Well, I just wanted to see if they have any cloaks or make a custom one.
They could.
Yeah. And then you wanted to come with me to the bar area. We can go right afterwards. All right.
All right.
And just go in, clink, 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 into the door. Thump.
Well, yes. How may I help you? This older lady looks at you and greets you.
Hello. A friend of mine. Her name was Mai, the owl lady. I think you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wave.
she. Yeah, and
oh, hi. How did what I made for you suit you?
So good that I actually didn't want to take it off.
Oh, well, that's good to know. It served you
was
well then.
Yes.
Well, that fits.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. How can I? What can I do for you?
I wanted to see if you had a cloak, probably in my size, just to help cover my back for when we travel for colder nights.
Well, yes. Definitely. We do
You have it in.
have. Yes.
Uh, would you have it in purple?
Well, if I don't, I can surely make it. Yes.
I would
Well,
really appreciate that.
well, let me look and come over. And she
Mhm.
starts going over. She leads you over to an area that has a bunch of cloaks uh on hangers.
Mhm.
Yes. Let's see. Purple, purple, purple. Oh, well, none that are purple that fit.
Oh, could you just trim one up? And that way,
Why, yes.
and then since I'm here, you could see what my buckles look like, and I kind of gesture to the top where the pauldrons are, and you can see if they'll hook in with it.
Why, yes. Yes. Let me take some measurements real quick. She pulls out tape, measuring tape.
Mhm.
Starts measuring your height. We don't want it too long for you to drag it in the filthy mud. Don't want it too short either. Yes. And she gets her measurements. Why, I think I can fit this nicely. As she pulls this royal purple looking winter cloak off of a hanger. So, see, it's a little too tall for you now, but with these measurements, I'm sure I can make it fit.
Mhm.
Fit so good, yes. Well, you can either come by tomorrow and pick it up and pay for it, or you can leave your payment here with me. It will be 20 gold. I mean, it is a custom affair, yes.
Mhm.
And I can have it delivered to you. I suppose you're staying at the Silver Tusk, same place
Correct.
she is.
Yes.
And your name, sir?
Thorgus, and I will give her 22 gold. Say 2 for tip.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I will have it sent to you early in the morning.
Thank you.
Yes, and you have a wonderful day.
You as well. Mhm. Start walking back out. And me and Mai were gonna go to the tavern and I guess enjoy ourselves for a little bit before probably heading back.
All right. You lead her to the tavern. My, are you paying attention? High or low?
Hi.
You are paying attention. Just barely, but you're paying close enough attention. And all right, is it? Thank you for coming, letting me know that you're back. You're paying close enough attention that you think you can find your way to and from this place. But as you walk up, you notice the sign and notice the elephant tripping over a stool trying to get away from a mouse.
Oh, that's odd.
It's quite funny, I think.
Hmm.
And you enter.
Yep.
Why, Stormbeard? Why, hello, welcome back. And you've brought a new friend, yes?
Yes, a friend of mine. We're just here for drinks. No special time tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a new contender joining us today. He whispers to you over the bar.
Hmm. Maybe I'll bring back my other friends. They wanted to entice themselves as well.
Okay. Well, but drinks.
Yes.
All right. What will you be having?
Uh, just an ale will be fine.
And you, my dear?
Mm. What do you have?
Well, we have spring wine, we have ale, we have spirits.
I'll take some spirits.
Well, they are mighty strong, but if you think you can handle it, All right. Well, that'll be 1 gold for both, please.
Mm-hmm.
Hands over gold.
Ditto.
I thank you. And he turns. He pours in your drinks. And you, Thorgus, he hands you a mug of ale. He hands you a small glass of amber-colored liquor, amber-colored liquid.
Are you okay?
I hope so.
Okay. Well, this is very pretty.
Why, yes. Be very careful. It is fairly strong.
As you wish. Takes a sip at first.
Just a sip. Yeah, it curls the nose hairs.
Woo!
Thorgus, are you drinking?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fairly weak stuff compared to what you're used to.
Mm-hmm. Just drinks, enjoys the music, keeps an eye on Mai in case she gets herself a little too inebriated.
Yep.
Well, hang on. Perception checks, both of you.
I'm
Oh
enjoying my
wow.
drink too much.
You're enjoying your drink too much?
With the 6, yes.
Yep, okay. Am I?
4.
Okay, well, this is going to be kind of hard to miss. So you both actually passed.
Oh.
So you're sipping on your drink, or y'all facing the bar or facing out?
I'd probably face out, just half turn,
Okay.
arm, one shoulder on the bar, the other one with the tankard in his hand, just looking, seeing if it's gonna show up.
You're facing the bar.
Okay, so you feel this structure kind of shift a little bit.
Mm.
The building, feel it rise up a little bit and settle back down, almost like an earthquake, but very, very short.
I look to the bartender. Is that your new contender? As I kind of whispered to him.
He shrugs, looks at you incredulously. He didn't know what's going on. But as you look back out, somebody's coming upstairs. Describe what they see, sir.
Oh no.
Opening the door with this giant grin on his face, in walks this giant, muscular man wearing nothing but khakis, a little bit of sweat on him, grinning from ear to ear. Just walks right over to the bar and sits down. You have a nice place here.
Why, thank you.
I may have gotten overzealous, though.
Oh, that was you?
Let's say punch is sometimes hard to control, yes?
No.
When it packs as much force as Siege Machine.
Oh. Oh, well. Uh,
Can I have a drink?
uh, why, yes, it'll be 1 gold, sir.
He sets a few gold down. I'm going to be here for a while.
He looks at the gold that you set down. One moment. And he just brings you a pitcher.
This will do very nicely for glass, thank you. He starts sipping on the glass.
You've got this giant of a man sitting next to you both. Mai, you drink more? Do you just drink it all the
Yes.
way, or?
Just keep sipping.
Okay. Okay, well, you've got this giant of a man sitting next to you.
So you be new contender, I hear. I heard.
He looks down. No contender, yes. I have heard about this place, decided to come by tonight. Especially with the boss giving me day off. Doesn't happen often.
Well, more to you as he raises his glass.
He raises the pitcher, takes a nice long drink.
Okay. It's fairly weak stuff compared to what you drank the night before. But okay, you drink, no conversation, just me.
Just enjoying himself, waiting on Izzet if he joins.
Well, it's gonna be a bit, but for brevity's sake, how long do y'all sit and wait?
By like an hour normally.
Logically.
All right.
If
Well,
not, I'm just gonna go back to the Silver Tusk.
okay. Well then, you sit there. You order, probably drink 2 more drinks each. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw. Thorgus, you as well, and Ivan. You know
Just
the
gonna say
drill.
he. Yep. I was just gonna say he drinks until he gets plastered and starts walking around dancing with stuff.
Okay. Okay. You see this going on after about an hour of drinking. You
21,
see.
by the way.
Okay, you pass. My
8.
8.
Okay.
You are drunk. You are. You're not. Oh no, you're passed out.
If if Mai's passed out, I'm just gonna pick her up and take her back. Well, Ivan, it was a pleasure to see you. Maybe we'll fight in the or we'll see. But until then, I will go on.
He just looks over while he's dancing with a stool. Goodbye, Dovidanya. Ziva. He kind of falls backwards with the chair, laughing.
Hmm.
Okay, so strength check.
All right. That's a 15. It's not bad.
It's a 15. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You. It takes you a moment, but you get her situated, and you're managed to get her outside.
When
Quickly
I
though.
yeah.
Go ahead.
When I pick her up, I make sure to look around on the ground and make sure Harvick didn't fall out of her feathers.
Uh, high or low, my?
Oh, God. Uh, hi?
You do not see Harvick on the ground, Thorgus.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
In
Just
fact,
oh no.
little Harvick hops out of the feathers and situates itself on your shoulder,
Oh.
right next to your helm.
Hey, Eric. Make sure you don't hold on to it. We're taking her back home.
And you hear and you see its tentacles stick to your armor plating.
I'm just kind of like eyeing him occasionally, but I'm just gonna keep walking.
All right.
That's all I need. Mimic eats my head off.
Well, roll. Let's shits and giggles. Animal handling.
Oh no.
Yeah, you said it.
I actually have advantage because of my rune, so haha.
Okay.
Is your rune active?
It's a passive thing.
Okay.
Oh, thank God for advantage.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Well, the low one was a nat 1.
I figured
Oh
that.
Lord.
Yeah, and the other one is a 13. 12 plus 1.
Well, he's not really, you know. Okay, he doesn't eat you. Let's put it that way. He stays on your shoulder, and just occasionally you see an eye stalk pop out and look over at you, trying to you assume trying to gauge you.
Right? You see, trying to figure out, can I eat this thing or not?
No, not even that. Is this something that I trust? It's not feathery. It's really hairy. Mm, I'm not sure about this thing. But by the end of the trip, you hear it. You hear Harvick purring a bit, and the eye stalk has stopped coming out and giving and eyeing you a little, like unsure. It realizes that Harvick realizes that you're trying to help his friend and master, and actually seems to take a shine to you.
And just noted for himself and just keeps on walking.
And you get back to the inn. You see at least 2 guard patrols. Perception check, please.
15.
15. Well, you can tell that they're not the same people.
There's a lot of these damn guards everywhere. Thinking to himself. And just goes into the inn and just asks the innkeeper, do they know what room she's in so he can put her in there?
Oh, why, yes. It should be on the key. Um,
Do you have a
hang on.
spare key? I don't want to probe.
Oh,
I assume this place has master lock keys.
yes. Give me a moment. He waves somebody over to him, and this young lady from before walks up. Here, and he hands her a master key. Would you see to it that this Durgar uh, puts his companion in her room, please? And he looks at the ledger. Her room is number 3.
Hmm.
And the young lady, right this way, please.
Yep.
And leads the
Follow
way
me.
on up.
Yep.
Gets
I follows.
Alright, gets to the door, unlocks it, opens it, lets you in.
And I go put Mai in the bed as best as I can. Just put her on there, throw one of the covers on her, make sure Harvick is off my shoulder and back onto her, and I exit the room.
Roll perception check.
Yep. 18.
Where'd Harvick go?
Oh no, where do you go, you little bugger?
You see him going into Mai's feathers.
Oh. Never mind. Just walks out.
Alright.
And I, on the way out, just lock it and close the door. If it's one of those doors, or does the woman have to close it and lock it?
She closes it and locks it behind you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You have a good one. And I will go back to my room.
Alright, you go back to your room. And when you get there, you unlock, open, go in.
Yep, go in, relax, take my armor off, maybe enjoy a bath since I'm walking in my armor all day.
Okay. Alright. You enjoy yourself. Alright. So, to our new adventurer, Brachus. Brachus,
I hope he didn't pass out by accident.
I was muted.
you are there.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Good to know. About this time, Fear comes to you and says, "Yes, I have a meeting soon. There's somebody I would like you to meet. If you wouldn't mind joining me downstairs, we will have dinner, and I would like you to meet your one of your new associates."
Ooh, lead the way, my lady.
And she leads you downstairs to a table. She sits next to you, you on the inside. I assume your hood is drawn up.
Yep.
Okay. Well, is it? The time has come.
Yes.
You
So,
come. You come downstairs
yes.
wearing your new belt.
Wearing my new belt with my katana. And
Okay.
with my hood up.
As you get downstairs, I'd like a perception check, please. And Brachus, perception check as well, please.
21.
All right.
$16.
Okay. Kind of hard to miss this hooded figure with red eyes. Is it? You see Fira, and seated next to her is a cloaked individual, also red eyes. Fira sees you, waves you over.
And he comes and sits down in front of him.
Fira stands up a moment, waves, and you see the lithe young woman walking up again. Yes, and you just see Fira nod and as she draws the curtains close, and you hear an incantation outside the window, outside the curtain. And Fira waits for it to be completed, sits back down. Now we can talk in private. Is it?
Ye-
The
Yes.
task is complete. As she
Good.
and I have a new associate that I would like for you to meet.
Oh,
I think your group would work well with him, and he with you. And
he takes
you
he
go ahead.
takes his hood off.
Describe yourself for Brackus.
Just think, he looks like a dog, but it's bone, and he has red eyes, and he has red markings on his skull and his face, on the rest of his face.
Hmm.
Like his icon.
Yep.
I could post the picture.
Yeah, go for
Or
it.
it's already posted. You probably could show it.
What's it under?
I think
Um,
references.
I think it was references.
Character references.
Probably a little farther up, but yeah.
Yep.
No. What? Yeah, yes, it is.
I'm gonna pin it. Pin message and character references.
Yes.
I look over him like, that is so cool.
Thank you. Why
Oh,
don't you show
Well-
yourself?
Okay, I pull down my hood. He got like longish, dark red hair, red eyes on tail.
yeah.
Really handsome, almost pretty.
You.
Horn. Yeah. Describe yourself fully as far as that for not just his but the viewers as well.
Uh, thing is, my demon side doesn't really have like the traditional horns. I have like almost spikes poking through my hair that you can see on the back of my head.
Skin
Would I
color.
know?
I'm like really pale white. The contrast with the dark red, blood red hair, pretty much.
Okay. Is it? I'm gonna need a history check.
History. Not good at that, but we'll roll anyways.
Yep.
I do not know.
Okay. You just see this.
I can't remember.
Yeah. You just see this person across from you, fitting the description Brackus has given.
Because I got a 3.
Yeah, no, you don't know.
I don't remember. Well, it's good to know. So, you want to join our little party? It'd be a lot of fun.
It all depends on the contract that we can come up with.
And Fear looks up and says, "Yes, it's not so much that he wants to join you. So I think that he would be a good fit for your group.
Yes.
I will have work for you in 4 days. And until then, though, if you wish to get more acquainted, do so. If not, that's up to you. But Brackus, this is one of the individuals that you will be working with."
Good to meet you, good sir.
Nice to meet you too.
May I inquire where you got your
Do what?
the sword?
Mm-hmm. What was you saying?
He wants
Did
you.
it,
He said, "May I inquire you about your katana?"
What about it?
where did you get it?
At the shop here, actually.
Could you tell me which one?
Yes. Let me see.
It's in game chat.
By hammer and hand.
Much appreciated.
Yes. Well, would you like to see everyone else?
Yes.
Hmm. Yes, indeed. How would I do this? I don't know no one's number to their rooms.
No, you don't.
It'll be this all over again. Am I? Oh gosh. Well, I can't remember the rooms, but we might have to meet them later.
Oh, in the meantime, you think you could lead me to the shop?
Oh yes, I can. He puts his hood back up for reasons.
Yeah, I put mine back up as well.
For raisins, yes, yes, raisins. Tasty, tasty raisins.
Yes.
Tastes like Levi Garrett.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
Fira stands up, opens the curtains, says, "Well, I will leave you to it. Both of you have
Yes.
a good evening, and I will see you when I have something for you."
Indeed. Have a
Oh,
nice day.
and I believe, I believe I saw, uh, I believe I saw Thorgus carrying Maya up to her room. Looked like she was out cold, but nevertheless, you will meet them tomorrow.
Yes.
Brackus,
Apparently.
good hunting, sir. And she
Always good
nods.
hunting.
She nods and heads off.
Well, Baracus, do you want to? I'll show you where they are.
What is that?
I'll show you to where you want to go. Come on.
I get up and follow him.
Okay.
I'll take him by Heimers and hands.
Okay. Takes y'all about 20 minutes. You get there. It's late, but the door is still open.
Here you go. I have some business to take care of. I'll meet you back at the Silver Tuscan.
I appreciate your time.
You're very
I'll see you
welcome.
there.
Yes. He goes back to the college.
You get there, but the gate's closed. It's a little late.
Darn it. Well, I guess I'll just go back to Silver Inn.
All right. You head back. You pass by a patrol of guards.
It is really weird to see a lot of guards walking around. Whispers to himself.
Y'all just hadn't noticed it before.
Yeah. Well, he goes back to the Silver Tuscan and probably just heads back to his room.
You head back to your room. Okay. You get there.
Mm-hmm.
You unlock the door. You go in. You go to. You relax. You go to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. And once again, we return to Sorvand. It is
Mhm.
late evening. And you hear a knock at your door.
Hmm. I get up from the table that I'm sitting at. How long have I been in my room?
About, we're going to say about 2 hours.
I get up, look over at the door, cock my head a little bit. Who is it?
Hey, it's me, sir. You hear the voice of the young lithe lady.
I walk up to the door and open the door.
And 1 second. Finding it. You see Sable, the young lady that's waited on you at your table before. Yes. It appears that there's a person downstairs waiting, wanting to speak with you.
All right. I close the door behind me and walk out into the hall. Lock it. Lead me down then.
Alright. She leads the way.
As we're walking, I what was it? I'm gonna silent cast alter self to make myself look like, again, myself.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Well. Okay. None of my business.
Well, I silent cast it, so she wouldn't have heard it.
No, but she does notice your shape. You look like a drow instead of somebody just kind of wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right this way, and she leads you downstairs and to your customary corner table. The curtains are already drawn.
Just
Right in
keep
here,
following
sir.
her. All right. And I'll sit down in the table.
All right. Across from you, you see the old lady from before.
Hmm. Curious. Now, what do I owe the pleasure of this?
Yes. I hear someone likes to probe into minds. You see her eyes open. They're red.
When something as interesting is going on, yes. That was quite a show you put on.
Yes, but do note, don't go probing into people's minds and probing into areas that you shouldn't be, or you may find yourself somewhere darker. As the disguise drops and he finally sees the tiefling.
Oh. She closed the curtain, didn't she?
The curtain was already closed. She just lifted it up for you to go in.
Oh, okay. Servant smiles, looks at him. Ah, neat paltry trick. Fun. I can do the same thing. And he drops his. You're
He,
looking at a mind flayer.
Hmm, mind flare. Interesting.
Yes.
Explains the talking in the head.
Hmm. Lucky for you, what I want to do is, though also my own business, not really concerning you right now.
Well, I'll just say this. Watch who you probe your mind in. If not, he looks at you, you might lose your head. But until then, I hope you have a good one. And you see it just kind of whisper a couple things before turning into the old lady again and walking out of the curtain.
okay.
As
Before
he
you do this,
transforms, Sorvon does the same thing.
okay.
Hmm.
Before this, Sorvand, I need an insight check, please.
Insight check.
Insight check, yes.
I'm good at stuff like this. Um, 22.
You can tell he is deadly serious, and you can tell just by the way he handles himself that there's no doubt in your mind he could follow through with his promise, his word.
Hmm.
What?
After he changes and stands, and Sorvan changes as he's watching him walk out. Well, if you ever want to make some coin, or if you can ever find me certain information, I'd very much appreciate that. Maybe we can work together on something.
Money, maybe. We'll see. But
We
until then,
will. And he just lets him leave.
gives him a slight bow. But as Zakar leaves the building, his wings are hidden by the illusion. But he's gonna stretch one of the wings out and kind of hit the back of the innkeeper and keep on walking.
Huh? What?
Interesting fellow. Hmm. He'll hang out in there for a little bit and then head back up to his room. If he sees the girl again, he'll let her know that they're done.
Okay. Well, you don't. Well, you do see her serving several tables after
Yeah.
if you open the curtains.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's leaving to go back to his room.
Yeah.
If he walks by, he just waves at her to let her know that they're done. And just continues back to his room.
All right. You go back up to your room.
Mm-hmm. Shut the door, lock it after I get in, and just at this point go to sleep.
Okay. You go to sleep. Sleep finds you all, except for Mai, who's already passed smooth the fuck out. Except and Brockus, who is taking care of something else, but he'll be right back anyways. But your dreams tonight, Mai, you are dreaming of Harbeck,
Yes.
a giant, giant, giant Harbeck, going through this town, grabbing everything in sight and devouring it.
The biggest smile in her sleep.
Thorgus,
Mm-hmm.
your dreams tonight. Hang on, let me check on something. One moment. Damn it, I really wish that they had a place for that like they used to in the old 3rd edition.
Mm.
I'm gonna shoot you a message.
Okay.
Unless I can find it in here. Because this is something that I'm gonna, well, I'm not gonna shoot it in message form. I'm gonna need to know this from everybody. So if you don't mind sending it to me in murder notes, I can, and then adding it to your character sheet so I can look whenever. Any god that you may revere, I would like you to add it to your character sheet somewhere, please.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead, Thorgus, if you don't mind, go ahead and send it to me in murder notes.
Okay.
All right. Brackus, since you just got back, yeah, is it? That's fine. I don't expect. Brackus, whenever you get a chance on your character sheet, I would like you to add whatever god it is that you may revere. This is going to be for future reference for me. Okay. Thorgus, tonight in your sleep, you were. You think you're asleep. You open your eyes, though, to the din of battle all around you.
Mm-hmm.
You were standing in a calm spot, and before you, you see Cord.
I just blink for a minute, double check I'm not dreaming, but look around and I see battle and fighting and just kind of call out, Cord.
As he holds up his sword and nods. Yes, Stormbeard. Yes. You've been dreaming of late of a family heirloom lost. Yes?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Go out and find it. You know it to be yours. Take it back.
Anywhere particular I should start my search,
You know
other
of
than
the
I
dwarf that took it.
remember parts, but I will look for this said dwarf.
Look deep in the mountains. And do. Look deep in the mountains to the south. You will find it there.
Hmm.
And you sit upright in bed, awake, drenched in sweat.
Just look towards where my gear and my armor are,
They're there.
and just think to myself, damn, it's going to be one hell of a frickin' walk. And I probably get up, pat myself off with one of the towels that are provided there, and try to go back to sleep.
High or low?
Hi.
Sleep eludes you for the next 3 hours, but you finally get back to sleep. And you dream of battle yet again. Battle with the dwarves. This is not a battle you recognize.
Do I see any familiar symbols, icons, logos
Mm,
during this fight?
You see this. You see yourself along with your allies. And you see dwarves, red bearded dwarves, an army of them.
Do I see Anything else other than my allies? Is it my allies? Is it my group, or just
Your allies is in your group. You also see other Durgar, some drow, and you see a tiefling darting between the shadows. He's in one spot, and then he's in another as he shivs somebody in the back.
and I have like in a sense interaction with this whole thing, right?
Yes, you are you in the dream.
And if I am me, I will do what I do best, and I use my trump card and grow large to gigantic or to huge, and I charge the battlefield with my allies in tow.
And your eyes lock upon the one that holds your hammer.
And then probably will scream it out. I will take back what is mine, and I will give no mercy to those who've stolen from me.
As you lead your army into battle, you wake up. It is now morning.
Turn. I was just getting to the best part.
Isn't that always how it always happens?
Right?
Okay.
Hmm.
Is it?
Hmm.
You dreamed tonight of your home plane,
Hmm.
demons, hellscape. You dream of a book that you haven't read before. In it, you find great pleasures. It describes awful murders. Much different from the one book that you already have.
Hmm.
Brachus. You return back. You're at the you're at the smith shop right now, by hammer in hand. Yes.
Yeah.
You are greeted by a human, fairly weathered skin. How may I help you today?
I'm looking to purchase a new weapon.
Well, weapons we have, yes. Take a look as he motions toward a wall of, well, motions toward racks of weapons, barrels full of weapons. Take a look.
Okay, look for any swords, racks of swords.
There are racks of swords, yes.
What kinds of swords does he?
Well, what are you looking for? Shoot it to me through murder notes. Yeah, you see multiples of each. All fairly decent craftsmanship.
I ask him if he has any special, like, long swords or scimitars or katanas.
What do you mean special?
Anything that's better quality than the rest.
Well, these are all made by my brother. Or the yeah, my brain just went
Word.
refurbished by my brother. They are of all of good quality. You will not find any better in this city. Maybe elsewhere, but take a look.
Are these the best ones that you have?
Aye.
Okay.
If it does not meet my standards, I will not sell it.
Okay. Guess I'll go look at his scimitars first.
There's basically, if you can imagine it, it's there. There's just none of them are magical in nature. But if you're looking for stats, I can provide you with stats. What are you looking for specifically? Katana, scimitar, eh?
Uh, hold up a second. I had in the player's handbooks.
Well, we have other means. I mean, we can go over it later. I mean, just for brevity's sake, it's getting pretty late. I have
Okay.
I have two last things to do before we call it a night on this session. But what's up?
I guess a scimitar.
All right.
You wouldn't happen to know what type of damage it has right now. Slashing, wouldn't it be?
There you go.
Uh,
And when you present the scimitar that you find, I mean, we can get into what it looks like some other time. He looks at it and says, "Ah, yes, magnificent weapon. That'll be 25 gold, sir."
Okay. Do you have any leather armor?
Why, yes. And he gestures to the other side of the room where there are racks of armor.
I'll go over there and find a nice set of high quality leather armor.
All right.
Probably, yeah, go with regular leathers. Studded might show up in the dark. Unless they have a studded that has a blackout studs.
They do. They do.
Okay, I'll get a set like that.
All right. Shooting you the info, and then he says, "Well, that's going to cost you 200 gold, sir,
For the lot of it, or just for the armor?
for the armor. 25 gold for the scimitar, 200 for the studded leather."
Okay, and that'll do for now, I guess. I'll pay him
All right.
and take my goods.
He takes your coin and says, "Well, if you ever need work done on them, you know where to find me." Have a good night, sir.
I head out. I'll guess I'll go back to the inn since it's late,
All right.
and I still gotta buy pay for another night.
Yep, that you do. Wait, no, tonight's you tonight. You've already paid for tonight, yes?
I
Yeah,
thought I
this
played for
is
the
that.
last night.
Now this
It's
is
the
that night.
Oh,
it's the
okay.
same night.
That's why you hadn't gone to bed yet. At that point, that's why we called it when we did on your 0 day.
Okay. I'll just head back to the inn.
Okay, you make your way back. You notice the guard patrols.
As always, I keep off to the side out of traffic.
Okay.
Forgot to ask him about masks. Oh well.
Well, as you're heading back to the inn, you think it's the stores are probably closing soon. You might pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back to the inn.
You get there. The innkeeper greets you. Good evening. Would you like a
Good
meal
evening.
brought to your room?
Yes, and I'd also like to purchase 2 more nights.
Okay, well, that will be 200 gold for the night. That will be 10 gold for your meal. And it will be brought up to you.
That would be great. I head up to my room.
Alright. As you pay him the coin,
Yes.
you see him marking down 2 more nights in the ledger. And he just nods and he motions to the young lady that you've seen before. And you see her nod back and head toward the kitchen. You go upstairs, you get to your door. Do you go in?
I'll knock on it first. You
It
never
knocks
know.
Nothing's in there that you can hear.
Okay. I open the door and look around before I enter. I learned my lesson.
Perception check.
11.
You see nothing. Nothing out of place. Everything is as it was before.
Okay, I go in.
And something drops down from the ceiling. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You go in, you shut your door, you lock it.
Yeah.
Okay. About 7 minutes goes by. You hear a knock at your door.
Who's there?
And room service, your dinner is ready.
1 minute. I go over and I put my foot behind the door and open it a crack so it can't be shoved open. Look out.
It's Sable, the young lithe lady from before.
Okay, I open the door and take my foot, I guess.
Enjoy your meal, sir. And she nods and turns away and heads back down.
Then something drops from the ceiling. No, I'm kidding.
Let you enjoy your meal. Very tasty. You're full. Now what?
Guess I'll go to bed.
All right. Well, tonight you dream of fire
Fire. Fire everywhere.
and
Fire.
cackling, yeah, and cackling gleefully as you burn down a house.
Really do enjoy fire.
All right. Servand, as you drift to sleep, you open your eyes and you see nothingness.
Mm.
And you hear in your head, Sorvand. Sorvand.
Yes.
You know what must be done.
Mm. And what might that be?
Things must be made right. The book that you have, use it. Restore yourself. And then seek the knowledge you desire.
Speak with the owl in the morning, then. Or perhaps.
Seek not the owl. Look for a cleric of Shar. Once this is done, the dwarf, the Durgar, aid him if you can. There you will find the final script that you need.
I will.
And you hear nothing. You close your eyes as blackness envelops you, or darkness envelops you.
And he just grins the entire time. Peaceful silence.
Yep. And you sleep.
Nothingness.
And you sleep, enjoying the blackness, the silence, the void. And this is where we're going to call it a night. To my viewers, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed. We will be back same time, same place, next Friday. And as always, thank God it's Friday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
And just so you know, the silence was very intentional.